Hello there, my Aquarius collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Aquarius. Every time I get into your energy, I feel this energy of accomplishment. I feel this energy of an easiness, of a peacefulness, almost to the point where you can maybe become a little lazy or complacent. I do feel like you've gone through something where you had to heal. So there was a loss. There was something that you had to work through. Some of you, people think you're coming across as being vulnerable, and that puts you in a position of someone wanting to take advantage of you. I definitely feel like you're accomplished in the sense that you either, whatever you do for work, you're the boss, or some of you, what you do is very interesting. So there's a lot of people that like this opportunity. Some of y'all could be dealing with children or grandchildren or business partners that want to figure out a way to take advantage of you. There's a lot of people that want to be in your energy, but they don't want to put the time, energy, or effort to be into it. So those of you, if you have, I definitely feel like it could be in-law energy or the children that think they should have what you have without putting forth the time, energy, or effort, or someone that thinks they should have the accomplishment that you have without putting the time, energy, or effort in. So you're dealing with a lot of people who want to take a lot of shortcuts to get to where you're at. That's the energy I feel with you. Now, take what's yours and leave what's not, right? This doesn't have to be like a whole lot. It's just, what do you have that other people are very envious of? And definitely, they want to take advantage of it. So it's important and imperative that you kind of establish some healthy boundaries here. You don't really have to do a whole lot to establish that. Some of you, it's just you start paying more attention. Or wherever you're, I always feel like wherever you're complacent is where someone's going to try to come in and take advantage of you. Those of you, if you're coming from a relationship or partnership that went to shit, that could be where an ex is trying to come in and take advantage of you. I feel like you're accomplished. That's the whole fucking point. But you need to make sure that you're paying attention to maybe where you weren't paying attention to before. Also feel like if someone's watching you, someone's watching them watching you. So whatever this sort of jealous energy is, everyone else is kind of seeing it too. So any sort of cross-watcher vibes, anything like that, a lot of you, there's going to be like arguments and sort of hiccups when it comes to those relationships or partnerships, which is imperative that you don't tap into that energy. This is how you show up. This is how I feel when I get into your energy. It's of ease, of accomplishment, of not a whole lot of worries, nothing to really. This could be very complacent lifestyle. This could be, you could get rather lazy really quick if you're not paying attention. And it's also, everyone wants to sort of be in that energy without putting the time, energy, or effort into it. So someone wants the accomplishments. They just want to take the shortcut to get there. Some of you, this is definitely those close to you. This could be the grandchild. If you got someone that's married into the family, it's like in-law energy. Some of y'all, this could be the child. For a lot of you, I feel like it's the one that does the least that marries the one who is... they have a lot of visions. They have a lot of dreams. They have a lot of ideas. But they never can make anything work. There's definitely like a salesperson's vibe when it comes to this person. I do feel like you're dealing with people who are always trying to take advantage of an opportunity. A lot of name dropping when it comes to you. So that's why someone wants to get the opportunities that comes with being in your energy, but they don't want to do the fucking work. Take what's yours, Aquarius, and leave what's not. That's the vibe I feel with you, which is very good. It's very optimistic. It's also being very mindful of where you need to be. Not so much your energy, just kind of those that you deal with. Watch your favorite astrologer. For some of you, this could be astrological with you. So you could have maybe your moon nodes are switching up, or there's like this interesting change with you. But I feel like it brings about more of an appreciation for what you have. And understanding that, okay, you are accomplished, you have achieved a lot. You might forget that you have. So this is kind of like a friendly reminder, a different way of looking at things and understanding that. I definitely feel like you got vultures at the door. You got sharks encircling around. So I feel like you definitely had to go through some sort of loss. Um, it definitely felt the sharks. Some of you, this could have been an emotional relationship or partnership. So if you come out of a separation, an ending of a relationship, and now you're kind of looking at things from a new perspective, finding that inspiration to keep moving forward. But damn, when you're a little down, when you're feeling uh, not at your best, some of you, if someone thinks you're feeling just like sorry for yourself, this is that sort of reminder to take stock of what you have and appreciate what you have and be very mindful of that. Definitely be mindful of the complacency because for fuck's sake, some of you. This is like long game energy too. So some of you, this is people around you that's been maybe waiting for an opportunity. This is those that are very envious of what you got. So this is like a reminder to be happy, understand it. Don't go to the negative always. Look at what you do have. I definitely feel like you are somebody that has people that work for you or people that work under you. You could have you could be someone that has maids. You could be someone that pays to have work done. So you don't have to worry about a lot of the basic simple things that most people do. I definitely feel like there's some influence on this or there's some affluence on this. It's a very comfortable, very beautiful sort of vibe. Of course, everyone wants that. But there's a lot of people that want the shortcut. So if there was some sort of separation when it came to you, someone's ex or someone's former ex, someone's with somebody that relationship or partnership isn't going to last because the expectations aren't going to be met. So those of you with children or grandchildren that marry the person that has visions and dreams of grandeur, but they don't really accomplish anything, it's kind of like that vibe. Definitely feel like it's close relationships or partnerships to you. So these are people that kind of know what you have going on and are rather envious of it. Crowd on that, the High Priestess energy. There's the Three of Swords. Those of you that do, like, I feel like the work that you do, it's, you're kind of ahead of the vibes. So this is a very accomplished energy with you. I think it come up before. This is like the Devil Wears Prada type vibes. But it's just what you do, you're so good at. And there's a lot of things that people don't see. There's a lot of things maybe some of you could not be paying attention to because of this Three of Swords. So I feel like you are overcoming something. But now's the time you need to open up the curtains. You need to shed some light. You need to get the clarity of something. Some of y'all changing up how you dress. Some of y'all could be switching up. Maybe you're going to get rid of the old clothes that remind you of something and move forward into something new. It's always this energy of this, but I almost feel like someone's trying to kind of get ahead of you or send you on a detour so you don't pay attention to something. I don't know. Some of y'all need to take stock of who the fuck you have in your energy, who you have around you, and what exactly what their role is in your life right now or how they kind of present when it comes to you. This is like the herpes virus. So some of you are dealing with people that once they sort of latch hold of something, they got a grip on there. They ain't letting go of something. So it's definitely social climber energy. Those of you, you have children or grandchildren that really have shit tasting partners. Especially the child or the grandchild or the partner that you have that really isn't all that ambitious, but they just happen upon somebody who has a lot of ambitions, just not a lot of accomplishments. So definitely dealing with somebody who has little sort of jobs on the side or they've tried different things. This is a business partner, manager, agent, whatever the fuck you're dealing with, right? This is a person, they kind of attract people like that. So this could be, doesn't have to be romantic with them. This could be someone if they bring in somebody to work for them that has these sort of ambitions. And damn, it's social climber. It's those that want the opportunity, but they don't want to put forth the energy or effort. Definitely a lot of name dropping vibes. This is like they want the opportunity without putting forth the time, energy, or effort. Those that think they can marry into it might find that that's not really how it works. This is like generational energy too. So, damn Aquarius. This doesn't have to be overly dramatic. So, this is you're comfortable, you're happy, things are good. You went through something, and now you got the sort of vultures. You got the sharks kind of encircling. So, some of you, this is just a reminder to be thankful, be happy with what you do have instead of focusing on the negative. And wherever you're complacent, I feel like where you're complacent is where someone's going to take an opportunity. So focus on what you need to. King of Pentacles. There's the Lover's vibe. There's the Empress energy. There's the Knight of Cups. Aquarius, I do feel like someone around you dates out of their league. And this is something they consistently do. This person is close to you. This person is in your energy. Whether this is a child or a grandchild, or this is like your business partner. If you have a business partner, those of you, whatever work that you do, if there's a sort of shared opportunity here. Someone has ambitions. They just, they don't want to put forth the work to get there. So there could definitely be an age gap. There could definitely be, there's a difference. Someone just thinks they should automatically just go into like the perfect life that you have, which makes all the fucking difference. I feel like the vibe with you is be appreciative of what you have. Pay attention to what you need to. Some of y'all change your passcodes. Be mindful of who has access to what. Some of you need to get out of the connections that you have. If you're going through something where there was a little heartbroken energy, those of you that share friends, those of you that share different people, maybe you're going to just kind of go off and do your own thing. So that way there's none of that sort of bleed through energy. The point with you is not to be ruffled, not to be overwhelmed, Aquarius. This is looking at what you have, being happy with what you have, understanding that you are definitely, the lifestyle you have, other people are definitely envious of. But you got there for the work that you did. You got there because you were good at what you did. But some of you, it's that sort of the expectations. Some of you are dealing with people whose expectations are really, they're not realistic. They're not realistic whatsoever. Especially those of you that's coming from something where you had to take some time. Some of you with that Three of Swords, that could be anything. So something kind of gave you a pause. Some of y'all had to take a break. Maybe because you didn't want to. But I felt like it was there to allow you to appreciate what you have and to be happy in that energy. So there's almost like a bittersweetness when it comes to you on this, Aquarius, which is, it kind of is what it is, you know, but it's life. There's a lot of cycle energy when it comes to this too. So you could be feeling a little nostalgic. Some of you, that nostalgia is good. So some of you could be going back to the basics. Some of you probably need to readdress the basics of something. So if you, whatever you do for work, maybe spend some time starting out where people begin, just so you kind of get reintroduced to what it is that you're doing. I think the problem with you is going to be that complacency and not being appreciative. You got someone around you who is definitely, they're a little too appreciative, and they're looking for an opportunity to get in there. I don't feel like it's someone close to you. This is the one that's kind of the dumbass. pardon the frankness there, that anyone can take advantage of them. So definitely someone that dates out of their league. This is definitely someone who really doesn't have much accomplishment, but they marry the person or they get into that relationship or partnership with a person that is overly ambitious. So someone wants to come in there, definitely coming in through the outdoor. So where you're complacent at, I feel like you've been in this energy for a while. So some of you, this is like, not everything has like a quick resolution and then you're on to the next. So it's important that you understand that, especially with the Wheel of Fortune energy there. When you're grieving, when you're healing, that takes however fucking long it takes. That's going to be different for everybody. Some of you, it's the realizations that come in along the way as well. It's the little bits of information that you're not paying attention to. Because I feel like you're lagging a little bit, but that lagging actually lets you see things from more of a perspective energy. It's absolutely brilliant with you, Aquarius. But some of you, there's no quick fix to this. There's no quick fix to this. This is like you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you start all over again. So some of you, it almost feels like that. Some of you kind of need to go back to the basics. So that way you kind of remember everything. Especially the more accomplished that you are, right? If you're the CEO, you're the one that runs whatever it is, whatever work you do, maybe going back to the basics. So getting out there and getting your hands dirty, realizing how it all began. What did you do before you had this accomplishment, right? What brought about this energy with you? So this is an interesting vibe. Some of you have been in this for a while, but that's kind of how this journey works with you. The Wheel of Fortune, that can take however long it takes. Hopefully this is like a reminder to be happy. Look at what you have instead of maybe what you don't. Look at the possibilities instead of maybe the losses. If you're not very appreciative of what energy you got, someone around you is. And someone around you has way too much ambition, but they do not want to do the work. So this is a lot of someone wants to take the shortcuts. Some of you, I feel like they come in through some sort of relationship or partnership. I do feel that. I feel like it's secondary with you. So you get the child or the grandchild that isn't that ambitious, that marries someone who is, but they just want to go straight into your energy. They want your accomplishments instead of having to put forth the work. If you come out of a failed relationship or partnership, some of you, the person that they chose to get into a relationship or partnership with is basically going to use them. They just haven't figured that out yet. So make sure that your contracts are good. Make sure you know who you're dealing with. Those of you, if you have like a shared business contract or you have a partner, especially someone that's rather messy when it comes to their relationships or partnerships, some of y'all be mindful of that, because I do feel like someone around you is going to get played. Those that married the ambitious one, but they didn't realize how ambitious this person was. However this factors in with you, who the fuck knows? Yeah, there's that sort of jealous energy. This should be what sort of inspires you, though. So I'm going to be honest, Aquarius. I do feel like some of you could be a little fucking lazy. You could be feeling a little sorry for yourself instead of focusing on what you do have. I definitely feel like you come from something. So whatever this healing vibe is, it takes however long it takes. But don't let someone take advantage of you because you are in that healing process. Some of you, you've been in this for a while. That 8 energy there, 8 months, 8 weeks. Wherever you were complacent, some of you just get your ass out there and go back to the beginning of something. So whatever you do for work, so you might be a manager, you might be the CEO, the CFO, whatever the fuck. Some of y'all take some time to go back to what actually, how it all began with you, how it all started, and maybe get your hands a little dirty. Look at something from a different perspective. I feel like that's the whole point of this with you. Because you're in good vibes. You just need to make sure that you see it. Because this is like complacency. Someone's expecting you to stay complacent. So I don't know, maybe this is like what are you looking at for motivation? Some of y'all be amazed if you just go in and like do something menial. So that way, if you think you're too good to kind of do that again, that you just kind of go back to where it started. What were you doing before? Most people don't just walk into this accomplishment energy. They usually had to put forth some work to get there. So everyone starts at the bottom and works themselves up. So some of y'all, I feel like you need to just kind of go back to the basics. You need to get a little dirty. You need to see the realities of something. And that's going to kind of change the whole dynamic with you. Some of you, where you're complacent, where you're not paying attention, is where someone's going to take advantage of you. So some of you, if this is like a lost leader energy, so those of you, when it comes to the work that you do, if you're not paying attention to the numbers, you're not paying attention to something, that's where someone wants to come in and take advantage of you. So someone could be skimming off the top, but you're not going to notice it if you're not really paying attention to what you need to. Some of you, this is where you know where to pay more attention. Maybe some of y'all going to put some cameras up, or you're going to be more mindful. Some of y'all going back to basically counting everything again. It's a very absolutely boring. But some of y'all need to do the boring things again, because sometimes where it's boring is where people can tend to take advantage of you. You've been in this for a while, Aquarius. You're in good energy. You've gone through something, so you've had to take time to heal yourself. You could be feeling a little sorry for yourself. Some of y'all could be complacent because you've been in this energy for so long, you don't realize exactly how good you do have it. The fact that there are things that you don't have to worry about that are just sort of naturally there. Especially any of you, if you have people that do that for you or people that get that for you. So some of the basic things, it's like you're not realizing just how good you have it, and how basically you're not as bad as what you think. You're not as stuck or stagnant as what you think. This is kind of like a beautiful reality check with you. I feel like it's business, though. I want to be honest with you, Aquarius. It's whatever the hell it is that you do. So this is almost like undercover boss type vibes with you. This is just getting back to the basics. Whatever company you work for, whatever job you started out doing, some of you, if you can, just kind of go do that job for a while. Remember what that's about. Some of you pay attention to where you don't think it matters, especially those of you if someone's trying to skim off of you. So what is that about? Someone's definitely looking for an opportunity to take advantage of you. How they get it is where you're not paying attention. And who the fuck married the ambitious person? That could be genderless. That doesn't have to be a female energy. This could be the female that married the masculine that is far more... They have dreams of grandeur, but they don't want to put forth the time, energy, or effort. Everything is genderless. So take what's yours and leave what's not. Someone doesn't want to do the work. Someone's hoping that you're not paying attention. So some of you, someone could definitely be skimming off the top when it comes to you. Or some of you, where do you need to pay attention to? So whatever's coming in, are you counting everything? Where's the accountability at with a lot of this with you? Where can you be taken advantage of? And focus on that. It's so accomplished, Aquarius, that it's like, where's the complacency? So some of you could, maybe you're feeling a little bit sorry for yourself, but you don't realize that people would still love the opportunity that you have. It's not going to be until you kind of have to address that you understand that. So, Aquarius, right? Whatever you're going through, there's someone that's going through it fucking twice as bad. So I feel like you've been in this energy for a while and someone's trying to take advantage. This is that energy of the vultures or the sharks circling. So I feel like this sort of brings you like a new sort of a boost of energy or inspiration too. Yeah. There's way too much codependency. Some of you might not even be noticing that. Some of you, it's where you're not paying attention, that's where someone is skimming off the top. So whatever you got going on, maybe some of y'all are going to pay more attention to that. Especially if you're in a business, this is really paying attention. Paying attention. Who is unhappy with like everything that you get? Some of you are dealing with somebody who's they're just never happy. They always want like the bigger the better, but they don't want to do the work. So that's what makes the difference. Some of you, when it comes to promoting within, some of you could be looking to maybe you want to step back a little bit. So you're looking for someone to replace you. So you could be interviewing. Or some of you, maybe you need to start interviewing to figure out who's doing like the sleight of hand energy around you, Aquarius. Knight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Scorpio vibe. There to the Three of Cups. Lord have mercy. The Scorpio vibes here. Yeah, someone's dealing with someone who's really rather toxic. Gaslighting, ghosting energy on this Aquarius. Kind of the same old thing that you should be aware of. So I feel like there's a little bit of education that you need to do to Aquarius. So something that you don't understand, maybe it's time you understood it. I feel like this kind of gets you inspired at just the right time, especially if you're feeling a little low, you're feeling a little sort of, but, you know, the energy that you're in, there's a lot of people that love to have your fucking problem because it is what it is, but you're not as bad off as what things could be or things should be. Whoever is dealing with the overly ambitious partner, though, they're going to be in for an interesting sort of opportunity. Especially once you start paying attention to somebody. Or once you start paying attention to something. Wherever you were fucking complacent. So, to kind of figure out the easiest solution to that, what have you stopped paying attention to? Six of Wands. Ace of Swords. Ten of Swords. There to the King of Cups. So maybe some of y'all, you're dealing with a Scorpio energy, or you're dealing with somebody who, damn, they choose like, they have the shittiest choice in partners. Damn. Damn, Aquarius. There is no like quick resolution to this either, Aquarius. So that's kind of the whole point. There's something that you need to pay attention to. For some of you, when you were kind of feeling a little sort of blah, that kind of allowed you to see that whatever this codependency was, some of you, this allowed someone to take an opportunity from you or take advantage of you. But this is also going to be what brings about this sort of resolution energy with you. So it's a slow going vibe. But that's kind of how it goes. There's no like overnight sort of success. There's no like overnight sort of solution or problem solving when it comes to something. Some of you, you're going to have to get your hands a little fucking dirty and really pay attention to something. But that kind of reinvigorates you and gets you to appreciate more. Six of Pentacles there. Definitely watch your favorite astrologer. Maybe you have Capricorn placement, rising, moon. And that's going to be the difference. Some of y'all, you're dealing with a Scorpio. Scorpio's kind of caught in a lot of karmic energy. Aquarius. So damn. This is a secret blessing. So you could look at things as being like tower moments, or you could look at things as being like moments of realization, things that get you motivated, things that get you inspired. Wherever you stopped paying attention to, that complacency energy. Definitely feels more work vibes with you. So this is like working relationships or partnerships or people that you work with. Whatever job you do, what did you do when you first started in that company? What did you do from the beginning? So this is as you advance, you definitely forget how it all sort of works, what it's all about. For some of you, just taking it back to the basics. So for some of you, that means spending some time out there, getting fucking dirty and going back to the realities of something. For a lot of you, that's when you can see things that you're not paying attention to. So you can have all the spreadsheets in front of you. You can look at all the numbers. But until you kind of pay attention and see what needs to be paid attention to, that's what makes the difference. Yeah, someone don't kind of want you to. So you could have had some bad hires. You could have some people that definitely figured out how to find the loophole. And you need to pay attention to something. Some of you, how clean is the work environment? How clean is the energy around you? What kind of relationships or partnerships do you have going? What is the general vibe of the energy there? This is kind of like undercover boss, but for some of you, this is just get out there, grab a fucking broom. How is the cleanliness of something? Go back to the basics of something. However you started, whatever this journey with you began with, take your ass back there. It shouldn't be humbling. It should be like the reality of something. So that way you don't kind of forget where it all starts. Some of y'all going back to the basics, especially if you're dealing with losses. It's different on a spreadsheet. It's different just looking at the numbers versus going down and seeing. So some of you may need to be reorganizing something. Some of y'all need to be switching a computer system up. Some of y'all need to be looking at the basics where it all begins, because some of you, that's where the problem sort of starts. So this isn't going to be like quick fix and it's done. This is going to require you to think about something. Some of y'all need to upgrade. Some of y'all need to limit access. And some of y'all need to keep the flow going. Some of y'all did a bad hire, or some of y'all are dealing with somebody that did a bad hire. It's accomplished energy, whatever the fuck. So Aquarius, some of you, this is kind of that, you need to do something to keep yourself motivated. Especially if you feel like you have the vultures around you or the sharks. Yeah, 7 of Swords. What the fuck? Get out there and do your thing. That way you avoid that 5 of Swords. And there's the 2 of Swords. It's whatever the fuck, wherever the fuck you were complacent. Some of y'all, the shared energies. So if you're coming out of a relationship or partnership, some of you all could be changing vendors. Some of y'all could be changing up who you deal with. Some of y'all could be moving some people around. So that way, whoever is in what department, whatever you got going on, some of y'all the associations, let's just be honest. If you're dealing with somebody who's going to go back and tell their partners or your ex-partners or whatever the fuck, maybe you need to rethink those sort of positions. It's wherever you're not paying attention. And some of you, go back to the basics. It probably humble you, but it really shouldn't humble you. So some of you, this needs to be something that you're you start making a plan to do. So that way you kind of get that sort of, it's like it reinvigorates you. It brings about the better problem solving because you're actually down there. You're seeing how it's done. So some of y'all, get off your ass and go take a walk. Pay attention. Pay attention. Especially where you haven't been paying attention. So, damn, I love that energy, Aquarius. It's accomplished. This is something that's going to take a while, too. So this isn't something that's just going to, you're going to solve it in a day and, all is well. Because I feel like you learn through this, too. So there's a lot of learning going on with you. There's a lot of things that maybe you haven't paid attention to that you need to. Especially if you've been kind of lazy and complacent. So not everyone has that luxury. And for some of you, that's where you get taken advantage of. So some of y'all start fucking paying attention to the receipts. Some of y'all, where it begins is usually where you can start tracking. So this is like following it through. So if you're looking for a quick resolution, no. This is going to require some work. Going to require some work. I love your energy, Aquarius. Good luck. Just, it shouldn't be humbling yourself. Some of you, this should be just be kind of the way it is. If you can do something better, you need to do something better. If you can simplify something, you need to simplify something. If you need to change things around, then you need to change things around. You don't need like other people telling you this. Some of y'all just need to get your ass down there and do it. Especially if that's what you did when you started. Those of you that worked your way up. So it's you might have gotten higher, you might have gotten that promotion, but everything still fucking works the same. So it's almost like humble yourself. You'll find the resolutions that you need. And who the fuck are you listening to? Some of y'all could have had some bad hires. Some of y'all, you're dealing with people that are dealing with people who are shady as fuck. So this should inspire you. This should get you reinvigorated. This should get you basically inspired. So Lord only knows where you go from that. So expect like more accomplishments to build off of that. Watch your favorite astrologer. Take what's yours, leave what's not. Peace, love, and light, Aquarius.